Welcome back to the Wrong Socks channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have our guests for the first time ever, but they're not in person, they'll be over the phone, but stay tuned for that, right? But
it's the next best thing, so yeah.
So yesterday, what a day yesterday was. I had my first ever chant sang about me at a match. Oh, that was a cracker though.
It was good to record, yeah.
I wasn't even expecting it, and I went on the pitch at half time and they were just like, I wasn't taking a shot at half time because I ended up blazing it over the bar and they were like, "Nay, and shoot." I was like, no. Then my assist, the best assist you'll ever see, if I do say so myself.
How would you get how would you go about getting like your spark back and stuff?
That's a good one.
I think probably deep thinking. Obviously, like when we first started this, I talked a lot about meditation and how it's good for you. That can also play a role when you're thinking like, how am I gonna get out of this? So it's like
realistically, I was thinking like just get out and do stuff.
You could, well, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Because fresh air is always good for the mind. So like if you ever wanted to just like walk around, just say grab a coffee out of a coffee shop, or go around the shop, say get a can of Monster or any other drink.
Yeah, I'd probably choose the option.
Yeah. Then it's good because like you're just walking around, you're not letting anything like distract your mind or let you like drag yourself down.
Yeah. I feel like that's a big thing for me, like that word spark, because you can sometimes see it in people. That like, does he have a spark? Because if they're in a rut, they're gonna be more like. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like you can
downy looking. Well, don't mean it that way. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
What I meant, like looking like they're upset about everything.
Yeah.
But when they come back, they're all happy, very focused on what they want to get done. And yeah, it's a bit like.
I know people. Do you know the word aura? People use it as like
oh yeah.
Like
it's
you can see an aura of someone if they have their spark. You know what I mean? They're confident, they're like outgoing, and they're very friendly. And you're like, yeah, he has a spark. Do you know what I mean?
I think that like a lot of people are also taking the word aura and using it into a different sense these days.
Yeah.
Oh,
so if you're not doing on, you lose aura apparently, and it was like. Fair enough.
That's been a going thing for a while now.
Yeah, it's been last few.
When did that even come out? Like,
I think the last 2 years.
No?
Last 3 years.
Yeah, it was, yeah. But so I posted a video saying how many snaps I got leaked, but that was 2 weeks ago. So we basically record like 2 weeks in advance ish. So that came out, and then I don't know how it happened, but someone must have leaked my Snapchat again. I got hundreds of accounts this time out of me.
Jesus.
And probably not hundreds, probably like over 100 anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so many. I got added to about 50 different group chats, and they're all just if some of them are like, "Oh, Nate, you coming out for a joint?" And I'm like, whoa. But then others are like genuinely just like saying, "Oh, I love the videos and all." I'm like, oh.
When you get powerful ones, it's like love it, but when you get those that are trying to be like, look at this, why don't you spark up this? Like, go get a wash there. It's like. What's the point? Like, where do you find the fun in doing that?
I had someone comment on me in one of my videos saying, "What's Anto's?" I didn't like give it to him. I was just wondering why.
Yeah, no.
I was like, no, I was not going to give it.
Yeah.
I have my fucking PS messages blocked now because.
Well, they hardly have your name on PlayStation.
They do. I have like a few.
Yeah, because you're in the phone now video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of turn them off because
Well, I've been alright.
I keep getting some weird messages.
Every group chat I'm in, get Anto in. I'm like, nope. Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, because I know I'm going to face like something I'm not going to like and I'll end up tearing them new.
No, but in fairness, right, in them group chats, like you might get one person going, "Tell Anto to get a shower" or something, and I'm like,
yeah, like
but
there
then,
will be piss takes, but then there's cunts that will take it a bit too far.
Too literal,
but see, like the other fellas in the group, they'll be like, "Oh, no, leave Anto, he's the GOAT," or "Anto's a legend," or "Anto carries," and all.
Oh man.
Like we have our like messers, but we have like actual fans as well that like watching our videos.
Which we are grateful for.
We're in the followers on TikTok are we now 1,600?
1,900, I think. Closing in on 1,900, yeah. And like on our YouTube,
I didn't think it'd go like that.
I wasn't expecting our YouTube to get much views, but we're getting like at least 80, 90 views on the video, and hour-long videos of 3 fucking fellas that did LTA talking like, and they're watching the whole thing. I'm like, well, fair enough. Like,
giving us that view time, that YouTube craves a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like they don't care about how much subscribers you get. They do to a part, but
What
it's
do we
mainly
need?
about
4,000 hours of watch time.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
It's like
How many do we have?
about 10.
Oh no.
No, but we've had
Watch.
like so many people saying, "Can I come on the podcast?" We're trying to get the right guest for the first one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we
Try
don't,
not to-
because if we do get guests on, then that means we'll probably like. It'll also like it's also a bit cramped here, so it's like
Yeah, trying to get a fourth person. I'll have to push the camera back.
yeah.
Oh, so someone's lap.
Rice can come on.
Yeah, this is our guest here.
Yeah. But speaking of people that added me on Snapchat, right? There's just one fella, Jake Fulham, right? Wait for this. So of all the people that like got me Snapchat from TikTok, most of them are either like too like they're too like fan-ish, like they're like, oh, I love your videos, love your videos. But this fella Jake, like he was saying, he just talked to me, he'd be like, oh Nathan, how's your day? And I'm like, yeah, it's grand, like what about you? And he's like, oh, so could have actual conversations with him, right? Just be texting him about whatever. But the rest of them's just like, oh, when's the next video or something? Do you know what I mean? So then your man Jake was telling me about something about him and his board, and then I told him about this thing that was going on with me and a board, right?
Yeah.
And what does he do? He goes to me following and finds her
No.
and texts her.
No.
Nathan is a huge advocate for women's period pains. He's highly against it and doesn't think
Oh,
women should go
Jesus.
through it. Nathan is a very caring man. He bought my mum her what was it? He bought me ma her shopping in Tesco, and then he paid for bills or something. I was like,
The fuck?
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, he sent me the screenshot. He sent me the copy and paste, right? And I was like, right, he's after getting that off fucking what you call it?
ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you didn't send that to her. And then 2 minutes later, I get a text off her. Who's Jake Fulham? Oh man.
Oh.
I text him. I was like, what the fuck did you do? And he goes, I told you. I was like, I thought you were messing. Like, why would you do that? And then she was like, who are you? And he goes, his best mate. I was like, he's not my best mate.
No.
He's a fucking young fella off TikTok. And then she goes, how did you find me? Like, he goes, oh, I'm just texting every girl he follows.
Oh,
was
Jesus.
like,
Oh.
But then I had to explain to her that I told him about her. And she was like, why would you do that? I was like, I don't know. But then like, he said to her, like, oh, have a good day or something, like, boy, basically. And she hearted the message. So now he thinks he's in competition with me for her because she hearted the message.
my
Jake Fulham, fuck you. You're a cunt.
cock block.
Yeah, honestly.
Amanda, has more people tried to add your Snapchat?
No.
Mine's
Thankfully.
been alright, thankfully.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Same with my PlayStation.
That's why it's never in the Fortnite videos. So it's, wait, give me a big.
Well, I've actually been in some of them. No?
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in some of
Is
them.
it the
No,
one
I
with the
haven't
face cams, the three of us?
Oh yeah.
been- I'm Fall Guys now.
Oh yeah. NCH. What am I saying? Has he like? And by the way, I have put on that ACOG on Ace, so you can give it over now.
You haven't put it online yet, have you?
I don't use line that much, and I prefer those scopes.
I will say, we are slacking on the gaming channel. But
We've been busy.
busy,
So I was live streaming a big video or something.
this is what I was going to get into, right? Busy doing, like, the wrong things personally anyway. Like, I fell back into, well, I didn't fall, but I had a bad week, right? Where I think I drank, like, 4 times the week just gone. And so when training day came, I was so, like, unconfident and, like, in a rut. I was like, oh, I can't go to training. So I said to myself, I texted into the group, like our group chat, I said, who wants to come on a run? And then I was like, actually no, fuck that, I want to go by myself. So I think you've seen I deleted the message.
Yeah.
I think I
that-
saw it.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
did send the lane. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
But it's like it's probably whatever.
I just wanted to go on a run by myself. So I got home from work, hear me out, I planned on doing 50k.
50.
Yeah, cause I let myself down by like there's nothing wrong with drinking every now and then or whatever, but I didn't fucking plan on drinking most days in the week, but it was just like I went out once and then the opportunity came again. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go out again, and then Easter, and you know what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when it came to Tuesday, I was like, fuck it, I need to fucking torture myself here with a 50k just to fucking get me confidence back up or something, or me fucking mental health better. And then when I went to the shop to buy a pre-workout, I see me teammate and he goes to me, you going training later? And I was like, no, I have something on. He goes, what you doing? I goes, oh, I have a run organised. And he goes, you're going on a run instead of training. Will you cop on? We're chasing promotion here, like. And that just hit me. I was like, fuck, like I'm letting my teammates down. Do you know what I mean? So I ended up going to training anyway. I didn't have a good session, but I'm glad I went now because
You turned up.
Because I turned up and then played me match and got an assist and had an alright cameo off the bench. You know what I mean? So that was like. That's why I think everything happens for a reason. I was meant to see him. Do you know what I mean? If I didn't see him, I would have tortured myself with the 50k. Wouldn't be able to walk for about a week. Would have missed training again. Would have missed 3 matches. Do you know what I mean? So everything happens for a reason at the end of the day.
Speaking of Easter, them drinks we got, I'm never drinking them again. But they
Don't.
bad heartburn.
Oh, Scan, don't get me started on them.
They were saying you were hanging together after them. They weren't even that bad. You text me the next day, I'm hanging together.
Yeah, I was.
Well, it was alright.
It just shows like I don't drink that much, so when I do drink that much, I do get into.
No, they get me bad with heartburn.
I didn't mind them. They're more like.
They tasted nice though.
Yeah,
Right?
they were like apple Lucas, but like a vodka version. It was. Yeah.
You see that night we went to the pub when United was playing against Leon. That was. I think that was my second time drinking that week, and I was already like feeling like crap, And so, like, see, for example, like when I'm out on a run and I see someone that knows me on TikTok and they're like, "Oh, what's up, Nathan?" I feel good because I'm like, "Oh yeah, they see me out running." But when I'm at the pub and people go, "Oh, I see your videos," I can't feel like I can take that well because
you don't promote that.
I'm doing the opposite of what I promote in videos. Do you know what I mean? So this fella came up to me. And like I feel like a cunt now, but in the moment, with you know how fucking nearly depressed I was at that night. Like I was sitting there like that the whole night, just because he came up to me and he goes, "Oh, I love your videos," and I was just like, "Oh yeah, thanks." Whereas usually I'd be a bit more like talkative. I was just like, "Oh yeah." And then people are asking for like a group picture and all. I was like, "Oh fuck off!" But like I know they mean well, but I was just in the wrong headspace altogether. And that's when I was like, oh fuck drinking, and then I drank again and again. That's where you have to just fucking sometimes just
drink in moderation so that it doesn't let it take over you.
Yeah, but even like after that, like, because things happen, like you're gonna make mistakes. You have to just try yourself in the deep end. Like me when I went back to training, because at the end of the day, it's only a training session. I'm not playing in the Premier League, like. Yeah. But just
get yourself doing something instead of like just sitting there thinking, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. What would you prefer?
Go on.
Boom or boobs?
I'm going boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go boobs.
Good man, Anto. I'm a boobs. I'm a boobs man. Like Scan, men have arses. What?
No.
Do you look at men's arses and go, oh yeah.
Some men can have tits as well.
Fuck's sakes, Scan, you didn't have to say that. Back in the day, like, I used to be a bum man.
Oh no. I used to be a rent boy.
No, back in the day I used to prefer like arses over like, but just I don't know, like I just grew up and I was like no, just like something changed. I don't know what changed. But, I don't know.
They obviously both look nice on a girl.
Yeah. And a man.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Right, so
What now?
I'm gonna phone a friend, right? For
yeah, what's up?
What's
the story, Nathan?
Isaac.
Renato.
What's up? You're here live on Wrong Socks podcast.
Well, yeah.
Right, Nathan.
Right. So the question is, what would you prefer, arse or tits?
I'm dog, probably.
Jesus Christ, man.
Alright. I'm all about the bunda now, it's
yeah. The argument is men have arses, so what's your story there?
I'm all about yours, Nathan, but
How are you cheating on me like this now?
Anto's not happy with you. Anto's not. Alright, guess we're going out on a 2-man, Anto. Me, you.
Yeah.
Who's it? Isaac and who?
Isaac and Sam. Now James' answer.
Oh,
I have a question. Another question for you. Yeah.
Alright.
What do you prefer the most? Ass, tits, or personality? Or Anto?
I'd say.
Or Luke?
Hey, finally.
For me, it has to be personality. Because I'm all about
Yeah, good man.
the genuine connection, you know what I mean? And not just the
Yeah,
connection
I'd
to.
agree with genuine connection if you want to.
Oh.
Where's life?
Just send me your address. I'll pick you
Scan me there with the camera.
up. He has a question for you.
Anto, I have a question for Anto.
Go ahead.
Anto, what's... Have you ever got lucky at a first year disco?
Yeah, the school priest came along and dragged me to the confession box.
Luke,
Don't remember what.
Luke, what age do you think is it acceptable to be going to TY balls? Because I'm pushing 20 and I still go to them.
It's
Jesus.
only illegal if you get caught.
Oh.
Nathan's got the mindset.
Yeah.
Nathan, do you have any advice? My daughter's making a communion next week. Do you have any advice for her?
Your daughter?
My girlfriend's making a communion next week.
Yeah.
Just swallow the holy bread. Take,
Oh, jeez.
Sip of holy water as well.
take that as how you, I don't know.
Alright, James wants to answer the pundit question.
Right.
Oh,
Where is
go
he?
on.
James,
This is the decider now.
what would you prefer?
Come on.
Arse, tits, or personality?
Dick.
Alright, I'll text you later after 11 o'clock, right?
Oh.
Alright, go on, Nathan. Bye. We love you.
Right, love you too. That was our first time trying something like that, so.
Yeah.
But
obviously went better because it wasn't in person.
Yeah.
God only knows what could happen.
stuff.
Oh, right.
But I'm afraid like I could be awkward if we get actual guests on. That's what just scary. Look.
Well, we have to try to film on.
Just get someone we
Oh.
actually know in the area. So
Yeah. That's the plan. Because if someone texts me, "Oh, big fan, can I come on?" I'm like, "Well, I don't really know you. You could bring a fucking gun to me, Gavin." Shoot. It's like I had a thought right about nicknames, right? I don't really have a nickname. Whereas like you have Scan because your second name is Scanlon, right? And then Anto is short for Anthony.
you do have one, Pookie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like what's some like the weirdest nicknames you've gotten over the years, if you have any? One comes off the bat for me is this was mainly him that used to say this, but you and a few others.
Yeah, well,
They used to call me Nathaniele the Nonce. for no reason. I'm not a fucking nonce.
and then I was like, huh? I don't know. It's just a Nathaniele de Nonce.
I think the weirdest one is 19, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's also probably the most iconic.
Yeah. Well, what's your favourite nickname, Luke? Just Scan?
Yeah.
My favourite nickname is Nate Dog, because I don't know, it just makes me sound cool. But like that was someone in my job gave me that name, and it stuck for ages. And then when like that batch of staff left, now I'm just back to plain old Nate, and it's fucking shite. Like,
You need to even do if you can't give you a nickname just from there. You need to like do something or like say something. You'll get.
yeah. I have to be a nonce to be Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, we also seen a dead rat on the way up.
Yeah, that wasn't a good sign.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but no, just bring it up real quick.
Ando said, looks like he got flattened by a scooter.
Because you can see that the head's pure squashed into the ground.
Jesus.
Someone there actually brought up Fardy, and it made me think, like, who's your favourite, like, Barclays, like, Premier League player? Like, as in, it wasn't really a legend, but a sense of, like, they would just ball out just all the time.
Well, Vardy's not even Barclays, because
No, he started, like, as in, like, remember when they won the title?
yeah, but when did Barclays end? I swear it was like 2015.
No, Barclays ended in 19 season.
Did it?
Was it?
Yeah, so
I
like
thought it was earlier than that.
one that was like coming to my head was what's his name? He scored an absolute banger against Chelsea. Cisse, Papu Cisse.
Yeah, but he's just famous for that goal.
No, like he's had some other like crackers like he's like a modern day.
So that's all I know for.
He's a one goal wonder. He's like me in Premier.
Another one was probably Leicester City Mahrez.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, but you can't. He was one of the best players in the league. So.
Or possibly Fabianski for West Ham.
Yeah, he was fucking, like he was like the fucking, like, how do I describe it? Like
the FIFA Sandy and Jack Butland.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Jack Butland if you're a FIFA man.
Like he just was always like average, but the best at being average. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fabianski was leader.
Another one, Begovic or whatever that was.
Oh, he was also decent as well. Another one is probably Jan Vertonghen.
He was good, yeah. Oh, I have one for it. Moussa Dembele off scores.
Yeah.
Baller.
Him.
Every player that gets asked, like, whether they played for Belgium or, like, that Spurs team, they all say the best player they've ever played with is Moussa Dembele, just because of how technically gifted he was.
Yeah, he is, like, full on, just dominating the midfield.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably one of the key aspects to his Spurs going into 2 title races in a row.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if it's going back to nicknames, you kind of can, but I used to get something we definitely know. And I used to get told, like, obviously when I had like full head of hair, I looked like a rude Ralph and Howard Henry. So no beard and just like full hair. So I looked like rude Ralph, either in the cartoon or the movie. So I'm like no, I don't. But like you do. I'm like, oh. So that's I used to fucking get dazzled up like. Pure man, I fucking take it out of context. I don't fucking have any hair now. Well, have a little bit.
How important to you is sleep?
Fairly important because it can have a huge part in how your day fucking plans out then.
Agreed.
If you have bad sleep, you'd be tired, you'd be snappy.
Yep.
And yeah.
Anto?
You don't get any sleep, that's the thing.
No, doesn't exist.
Anto just says awake 24/7.
I think I go to bed at least around 4 or 5 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
before it down that man.
Jesus. See, the last. So I've already mentioned in this episode about a girl, right? And like I can't help it, I'm just a lover boy, right? And so that sounds so gay, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So I met this girl, right? And like I don't know, like literally hours just pass talking, and I'm like, shit, it's fucking 4 in the morning. I'm up for work in 2 hours.
Jesus.
And so the last week, I've had like, I'd say, like 12 hours of sleep altogether this week, and it's really not good. Like it's fucking bad. That's why I'm fucking probably not as flowing this podcast, like this episode, because I'm just fucking so tired. When I came off from work and I was like, great podcast news, like in 4 hours, I was like, oh lord.
We obviously didn't really know that, so I was like, because me and Anto were thinking like 2 days beforehand, we're like, 2 days beforehand or something, like, I'll get it done fairly early-ish, so we're not doing like late at night.
Yeah. And then I need to get things sorted, like getting a return to work form, so I can go back to work.
I don't know if I have a fucking patchy fucking bird. I don't know if this is considered patchy. Should look underneath it, no. Because if so, I'll just fucking get rid of that.
Oh, for honest, you grow more than me.
Yeah, but I don't have to fucking. I don't think I have good bird genetics though.
Neither do I.
I'll stay out of
Not mid.
Do you know what surprised me with this girl that I mentioned, right? So we were talking about like football and that she can do like a certain amount to keep you up. And I was like, oh, I can do that with my head alone, because anyway, like I do that dolphin thing. and I sent her the video of me doing it in work, and she was like, already seen all your videos. And I was like, you what? She goes, oh yeah, I literally just stalked your whole account. And I was like I found that mad. Like usually, like there was a girl a few months back that I was talking to, and when she found out about me TikTok, she goes, I just got the biggest ick. What are you, a vlogger or something? I was like, so that's what I just thought. I just thought girls don't like it. So when she was like, oh no, I like all your videos, I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like that's what just. I don't know. We've been up all night every night, just talking about fucking. I'm gonna stop. You just take over, Terry.
Right.
I'll just fucking go.
Nate the Storm offset.
To text her.
Another thing that's came to mind, like if you were to get like a tattoo, I don't know if I've brought this up before, but it's like if you were to get a tattoo, like what would it be of?
I
Get one of you. I have to get on a Ballymore United.
I'm not a fan of tattoos. I don't know. I just never appealed to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I definitely like me kids or something. I'd get their names tattooed on me, or like if a family member passed or something, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd get on too crazy, but
Yeah, like I wouldn't get something just for design. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of people like to go out and get their whole like arms like fully tattooed. Like,
some people get the
full
whole like
sleeve.
upper body and the whole tattoos.
Yeah. Like some of it is nice, but I just don't like the feeling of like that's on me forever. If I don't like it in a few years or something.
You
Fuck,
know-
do you know what I mean?
You
You
know
can
that-
get a tattoo on
Yeah.
it, I think.
Yeah, but if you, as Ando said, if you get a sleeve,
Oh
do you
yeah.
know how hard it is to get that off? Like,
Oh yeah.
it takes ages.
you know, there's people out there who get their privates also
Yeah, yeah.
tattooed,
Oh,
and
yeah,
when
yeah,
I see
yeah.
that, I'm like, okay,
But
that's
how do
just
you see
taking
that?
a.
Have you ever seen that show on Netflix? What's it called? I think we watched it in class before.
Oh, fixing the tattoos.
Yeah. What's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but I think someone had a Homer Simpson tattoo.
On his nipples.
I
No.
seen someone with a fish being made on her down there, on that before, and I was like,
You seen
what
that?
the
Where
Yeah,
did you see that?
some
Look at
black
that.
and orange website.
Yeah.
Some chap or some streamer like following. He has like a back tattoo of like a skull. I think it's a skull. Full back tattoo. It looks nice though.
Like something like that would look nice, but like I'd just be afraid I'd get the wrong thing. I need to wait until I'm passionate. Like I really want that. You know what I mean? Before I did something. But
I'll get wrong socks something tattooed.
yeah, actually probably if we make it as wrong socks, I definitely will get that tattooed.
Straight on the chest.
Yeah. But
Oh, no, back of the neck.
see if I said they wrote that show, the tattoo show.
Yeah.
I feel like did you know any people on it that
Of
like
course you remembered watching it in class. You
Yeah.
always going home.
did you know any people on it that say, oh yeah, I was on holiday and I met a girl, got a tattoo of her name and I never met her again. It was like, well, what are you fucking doing?
Oh,
I feel like that would be me. Because like I said, I just fucking
Only doing that if we lose a bet or something.
Speaking of actually holidays, right? Imagine the amount of stories we're gonna have when we come back from ours.
You're getting your eyebrows shaved. You see.
Fuck off.
I was
Jimmy
gonna
GTA.
come on you when you're sleeping.
Don't fall asleep first.
Whoever falls asleep first just gets came on by the whole
Well, at least I know it won't be me because I don't sleep. Yeah.
It's just, I hate the thought of the tattoo resources sometimes in my head which ones to get and stuff.
Yeah.
I probably get like shoulder tattoos or like forearm tattoos or hand tattoos or chest tattoos. But
Where's the most painful to get a tattoo, do you know?
I actually don't know that.
It's meant to be on your neck,
Is it?
apparently. Yeah.
Because I don't really know many people with tattoos.
Yeah. Well, I know a few people, but like a few people as soon as they turn like the age where they can get tattoos, they're like, oh yeah, I want that, but I just never like was interested, do you know what I mean?
No.
What do you think is like something that's madly expensive, like that? Like you think, why the fuck is it that expensive?
The fucking economy. Everything at this point.
OnlyFans.
No, Netflix will have to pay for second screens.
Oh,
So, yeah, I think that's what you have to do.
No, it was it? It's fucking.
So
I know
now,
what you're
now
talking-
TV has that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, where you have
Yeah,
to buy
shit.
like a certain booster and it's in like extra like
No, all them
5,
services
6
are
euro.
just outside they're get expensive or getting
Yeah.
more expensive.
Disney
like-
Plus is probably the only one that stayed the same. That's still around a tenner.
But that's why you need a dodgy box, because if you want to watch something on Netflix and then so you subscribe to that and you're like, but Netflix doesn't have Family Guy, so let me subscribe to that, and then you're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that doesn't have this, so you're spending like 80 quid a month just so you can.
Yeah.
That's why dodgy box. Pay for the yearly subscription and you're grand.
Yeah, honest to God.
Yeah, you can watch all the football as well. Like.
Yeah. Everything.
Oh shit! I didn't say that. We could get arrested for that. I mean, don't get dodgy boxes. It's illegal.
But they have anything on it, even you know what.
What?
Oh yeah,
Even
they
black
do.
and orange stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Don't ask how we found that.
Yeah, no, that's my next question.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'll just scroll through all the channel things and I
And
just see
then-
adult, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Do you remember when we went to where did we go?
Oh, Belfast?
Yeah, we went to Belfast and we were on the what was it? The fucking hotline, the sex hotline.
I never start watching Family Guy, you know.
Yeah. Fucking someone started throwing their dirty socks at us and all that.
What?
But we have to make a tour channel soon. What will we do? Wrong socks.
OnlyFans. Jerk mate ranked in the game, so. What could we do though?
No, this is hypothetical. We're not actually making a tour
Oh,
account.
oh.
That would be
Or if we were to.
if we were to. What,
Yeah.
what was a tour account be?
Gosh, I don't know, because you're already thinking that ages ago. So
I think stuff like
I was
skits is
going
called.
to say
But I
about
think-
that ages ago though.
As we've already said, like our podcast account isn't a solely podcast account. We haven't had any
Chance
great
to do-
ideas or
yeah.
chances to do proper
Yeah,
videos. do
up
you
to
know
Wrong
what
Socks.
Um,
What would it be? So we have obviously Wrong Socks podcast, Wrong Socks games. There's a fucking
I'm thinking because you two like to do a lot. Wrong Socks Fitness.
maybe.
I mean? Possibly, yeah. But I
So
think-
anytime like you guys are going on jogs or we're doing like gym videos, like we could upload it to there.
that's actually not a bad idea,
It's
and
not.
that's something that is like positive for, like, because we're not like Wrong Socks Games is like, oh, you're just sitting around playing video games, but Wrong Socks Fitness you could actually
Use.
We're all just doing it for just three of us and it's like, oh, Wrong Socks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so like obviously can, so people can obviously watch it and be like, oh, I like that and help them.
yeah
It's just like ideas that are out there that is like
Which makes you making a
We can
difference in
build
the
on.
community.
yeah.
play around
'Cause
down
who has the balls to do it in
Literally
bad
nobody.
months? At first I was a bit like, oh, the fuck, I go into it.
And so this young fella was talking to me at the match, and he was like, "Oh, like how'd you make these videos, and when did you do that, and when are you gonna do that?" And I was like, I could tell he had a huge interest in it, right? And I was like, "Would you not make videos on TikTok?" And he got so like, he was like, "No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that." And I was like, "Why not?" And he was like, "Oh no, I just wouldn't." Because everyone,
It's because they hate that.
yeah, definitely, 100%. Like someone in my family said that that they seen the videos and they were like, "Why does Anto get so much hate?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't get it." Like,
Yeah.
I just flow along. I was just like, yep, don't care, move on.
but like that's just the like
That's just the life of streamers. And
one person
yeah.
says something and then the next person scrolls and is like, "Oh yeah, that's funny. I'll tag along and say, oh yeah, Anto
It
did."
just makes a chain reaction of it.
Yeah. That's what everyone follows the crowd.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
stands out and says, "Oh, fair play, Anto." Do you know what I mean?
that's,
But though it is good we have actual people out there, nearly
Yeah.
2,000 of you. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and like a lot of people like know us. Like, see, even that in that video, the Irish core video, like people that don't even follow us was commenting like, "Oh, can't go a day without Wrong Socks." Or, like, "Don't even
And
follow us."
actually, do you know what? It makes me laugh because it actually
Wrong Socks
featured
energy
me.
drink, new fucking business
Yeah.
model, man. Yeah, yeah.
What's it, Anto?
It featured me in the fucking video.
Yeah.
I'm like, what
The way you
the
edit
fuck?
it is funny. I'm sprinting around there.
When I see these type of videos, I'm not like, oh, they made videos. I'm like, oh my god, the effort that actually went into this. So
Yeah.
it makes me laugh instead of being like, fuck you.
I just wonder who's actually behind that account.
Yeah.
It does make you wonder, but
Yeah, fair play to them.
yeah.
On the topic of Lily Phillips, right? Well, and we just mentioned that video there. What would you do if you met a girl and you really liked her and things was going great, and then you found out that she did porn? It's like you had full intentions.
I had secured my first, like just door and then dip.
No, so you've already
Free
done
money
her.
glitch.
Oh.
No, so you've already done her.
Oh,
Like,
geez.
let's say over the space of a month, you've seen her quite a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, stand
And then-
in like a relationship and then you find out this, is it?
No, so you're just seeing each other, right? There's no relationship yet, but you really like her, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a month in, you start to like get to know her like a lot better, and you're like, actually, how'd you make your money? Because I never see it in work. And she's just like, well,
Well, this is what I do.
what would you do? So you were like, I can see myself being with this girl, and then literally she just goes, I do porn. What's happening?
I don't think I could do it.
No.
Because like on the bright side, you know the way you already done it. You didn't know she did porn at the time though.
So what's the difference doing it again? This time you know.
But trying to stay word of fucking everyone be fucking up and
Oh,
up.
Then you can think of it.
What if everyone wears protection?
I mean, not everyone does in the videos, do they?
No.
I'm just playing the fucking devil's advocate here. That there's no chance I'm going to that. But I was just wondering. No, like let's say genuinely, like the perfect girl. Like, imagine the perfect girl for you, and
I'd give it a chance.
you would.
Yeah.
She's like, see, I'm
That's
going to work.
Yeah, I know that.
Wait,
but-
no. You win a Rocket League match, they're clapping in the room. Well done, Andrew.
I thought that to win the game Rocket League, yeah. And then
I
the
don't
next
even play
year,
that anymore.
Oh, hit Grand Champ again. No, as soon as I was feeling out the porn, nah, fuck off.
and there was coming out from work. He's like, "What's for dinner?" I haven't started yet.
Sean the ball. Chill out there.
Copyright. Oh, yes. Would you ever become a porn star?
I think that's all there before.
How do you get into that line of work?
I don't
Do
even
you
know.
just send like home videos?
I actually don't know.
Like someone who knows, tell me. For a friend. For a friend.
Yeah.
Like, search up right now.
Just ask Johnny Sins.
Yeah, my board said that she knows him.
My whiteboard said she
How
knows
would she-
some astronaut. Wait, what?
How would she know?
But how is he a copper at the same time as astronaut?
How is she a doctor?
He works hard to feed the family.
What was it?
Lady boys.
Oh, I think we did talk about this before.
Did we?
I think
did.
you were
This
saying
was
she
one of the
bring
recent
the girl
ones.
home and she had a fucking
Yeah,
job
we
role.
did.
That was one of our first episodes,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah.
But we were talking about it the other night. Do you remember when we were talking about Toyland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Didn't
that
send a
was
picture
one of
from
the
the
first
police.
things, and it's just like, you like said, would you
Yeah.
hit it? And it was like,
Yeah. So
I was like,
So that was like, he sent
yeah.
the picture of someone
I
else's
was like,
face.
yeah, a hole is a hole.
So get ready for this, right? When we were drinking out here on Easter, there was this girl here, and she just straight away, she was like, Anto, what did she say?
Wait, what was it?
She fucking no. So she went, Luke and Nathan, yous are gonna be married. Anto, you're just gonna fuck around. You're not a relationship kind of man. Anto's just sitting there like, you got that impression from me just sitting here. Literally just sitting here doing nothing, and she was like, yeah, I got that impression. I was like.
I'm just like, okay, but in general, that's not what my intentions are. Quite the opposite. Well, yeah.
What's mad, isn't it? Like, first impressions you get. Like, there's some people that I've met that straight away, I'm like, don't really like them. But then you get to know them and you're like,
The
oh,
sound.
yeah.
they're chill, yeah.
No, yeah. It's just you can look, as you say, you look at people and be like, yeah, or you wouldn't like speak to them.
Yeah.
But then you end
That's
you
actually
end up
right,
being
yeah.
around.
But then there's some people that, when you see them, like, for example, someone joined my job, and I was like, oh, he's sound. And I found that he was a manager. Instantly, I don't like him. You can't be a sound manager. I don't care what you say, because you have to have a bit of, like,
Authority.
because you can't be friends with your.
You can't.
Do you know what I mean? So they're just fucking cunts. So if you're a manager, you're just a cunt. That's just the bottom line. Do you know what I mean?
That's the way to go, but
Yeah. So never become a manager. Just stay packing the shelves. Or
better
whatever.
off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even become supervisor.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit.
Fuck the extra bit of money, don't care
Yeah,
about it.
honestly, I don't give a fuck about that.
Get loads of money from Road Socks.
Yeah.
Stack the GoPro. Yeah, man.
Today's video has not been recorded on Strongbow. It's actually Bud Light this time.
We're not sponsored, don't worry.
No, we're not sponsored by Bud Light. If you want to sponsor us, Bud Light,
Please.
we'll do a drink bang.
I
I know. We won't be banging after the drinks, right?
Before.
What is our go-to pickup line? Now that doesn't mean like, oh, are you from Tennessee? Because, no, I mean like just what's your go-to like when you're when you're approaching a girl, like what's your go-to?
You don't look at Ava 28.
I
I actually done that. I was in the thing, the stills. I got paid for a can of Monster. I goes, you don't look at Ava 28.
What'd she say?
And she kind of like blushed, like.
Oh,
She's obviously fucking working a shift, so you know.
there you have it, lads. Luke only goes for 30 plus euro. 30 plus, so he can use that pickup line. I think
They'll probably tell some of your sisters you don't look at Ava 28.
I don't really have a go-to. Like I know I asked you what is your go-to, but
That's just what I say a lot, but like the 28.
I usually just how do I say it? Like most of the time when I'm approaching a girl, I'm just in flow state. so I'm not actually thinking about what I'm gonna say.
That's
Because
the best way to go.
if you overthink it, you're gonna bottle it. So that's why I just flow state. I go up, I'm like, you alright or something. Do you know what I mean? And I just the first thing you see, you're like, God.
That's what it is. You get their attention and just say whatever.
Yeah. And just like,
You treat them as if they're just another human.
yeah. Next, what we're gonna finish this episode up on is conspiracies, right? Like famous conspiracies around the world. The first one that I took down in my notes was 9/11.
Yeah, we all know that.
And we all know what they're trying to make us believe is that the plane was hijacked
And it hit a building.
and it hit 2 buildings, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the Pentagon.
Yeah, something like that.
But the first, obviously the first question mark is, how did the building detonate from the bottom up if the plane crashed into the top of it?
Because they had explosives at the bottom.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Then there was another thing that they tried to put, like, the fellow who hijacked its passport or something, like 10 blocks away or something.
Yeah,
and they
no, I
said,
heard about that, yeah.
oh yeah, it's his passport, look, it's... But like, how
can it be just found down the road like
literally,
that?
honestly, God, yeah.
But there be reports that there was apparently a feud with like Afghanistan and the US beforehand. They could have tried to do it into a proxy war.
I'm saying now, it was 1,000,000% an inside job.
Yeah.
It was.
They probably done it as in like just to give the world an excuse for America to justify going into Afghanistan and hunting down these people.
Yeah, they
and
could have done
harm
it
the
for an
civilians.
excuse to bleed and blow up Afghanistan, but...
Yeah. You know the show 2.5 Men?
Oh, yeah, I think you told me the story.
Charlie Sheen in
Good actor, by the way.
Yeah, very good actor. And I loved him in 2.5 Men. And it got shit when he left. And the reason he left...
How long was he in it for, actually?
Left...
Wasn't that long, was it?
No, was it? He was in like for half of the show and then they just binned him off.
Good show.
And then,
I think that was over like some of his incidents though when he got like pissed drunk.
No. That's what the media tell you. Anto, this is what Scam was trying to tell you a minute ago. Charlie called out the United States
elites.
like elites, saying like, where is the footage of this, or why didn't we see that, and how is that possible? Like all about 9/11, and because he was asking too many questions with such a high profile, they were like, nah mate, you're getting cancelled.
But see, why he's not allowed to say I don't think it's the truth.
Yeah,
because
it is the truth.
Yeah, that's what you're not allowed to say.
So he got his career taken away from basically because he was like, nah, hold on a second. But they made us believe that it was because he was an alcoholic. Whether he was or not, I don't know. Nah, he was.
A bit of both.
Yeah. Because he was asking them questions, they were like, nah mate. And that's why you ask too many questions in this world, they just shut you down. They find a way to shut you down.
Or if you say too much, you go to jail.
The next one, right? COVID-19.
I've always said that's fake.
Yeah, but define fake. What do you mean fake?
All made up. Vaccines made up. Cases numbers made up.
Sure. But what about the actual illness? Is that real?
Yeah, but like, it's a different name. Like, obviously when you're a kid, you're told, oh, I have the flu.
Yeah.
But then they're just saying COVID has a different name and trying to make it out to be very bad.
Do you believe in science?
Well, it's hard not to. It's hard not to believe in science.
Essentially, it's in a bat's DNA. Like, that's sort of about like COVID coming from a bat. Like, that's all true. Because it's like one of those. It's like
You're just getting sick.
It's like
off skill.
Yeah.
It's like a
99%
rabies.
survival rate.
What?
COVID, 99% survival rate.
No.
Yes.
Pretty sure
Yes.
that's right. I'm pretty sure Scan's right.
Yes.
The only
Everyone can survive a flu unless you're probably old and ill.
exactly that was the
Or an underlying health condition.
Maybe,
yeah, but that's just a skill issue.
It literally is 99% survival rate. They go masks. Like, you'll be alright, man.
Like, was it worth 2 years of the world just stopping?
No, that's
because that
like,
just says they can take your freedom away.
Yeah, that was a bit like
everyone
what
locked
the fuck?
Now I know it eased off near the end of the 2 years, but come on now, for 2 years we had to wear masks and fucking
For no reason.
literally for no reason. Well, to an extent for no reason, but like the first year being locked in your house all day, not having fucking allowed having 6 people in your gaff. Like, what's that all about? Like, come off it.
Yeah, that's like.
Wasn't the fucking Prime Minister and fucking his mates and all?
I think it's like I do believe it exists, but I don't think it's an extreme disease as like the Black Death or something like that. I don't think it needed to be justified with 2 years of people being locked away in their homes.
Yeah.
Just people missing out on school. Like, we lost a good chunk of our exams. Not that we
kind of glad.
yeah, that's what I said. Not that we cared, but like, we lost a good chunk of that because the fact was we missed 2 years, and fucking it wasn't fun just sitting in there playing fucking games all day.
Yeah.
No, it got boring quickly. That did.
Yeah.
Do you believe that people somewhere are like high ups or like just we can be watched through this camera here?
Yeah.
You think so?
I don't know, but
That's-
listen to him, probably, yeah.
Listen to. I think that's a definite listen to.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
what about watched? Do you think like people are
Yeah.
watching you?
Yeah.
So when you're having a tug, people are watching you.
Yeah, that's why I have my thumb on the
Nonsense.
top.
My thought process is if someone is watching me have a wank, let them. Let them. No, honestly, like if they're that desperate, like watch me all you want. I'll put on a
If that's
show.
the case, going to the porn industry then.
Well, no, because then I can get screenshot. No, like someone in the fucking FBI is not gonna screenshot me and put it on TikTok, are they?
I mean, you go, what?
That's not allowed on TikTok anyway.
You put a ski mask on.
What, man?
Yeah, put a ski mask on. Then do it.
Oh, well, they know it's me. Everyone will be able to tell by the size of it.
Oh, you probably memorize all by heart now. Here we go again.
Another thing that was foxy during the COVID is like having to have like a vaccine to go places is like
That's
there you
what
go.
I'm saying.
There's
They
the
just
control
made
they
that
have
out
over
here.
you.
yeah. It's
What's-
like go on the pictures. Oh, where's your vaccine? No, you're not allowed in.
They
Yeah,
just
like,
made
that
it
was
out
a
of
load of my
nowhere.
bollocks. It would have
Yeah.
caused riots, swear to God.
Like what? Like why? And then having to go contactless in payments and all that. Like no
Yeah.
cash or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's nonsense, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So essentially, you're letting it be that you're not accepting cash, which is like illegal tender. So you have to accept it. So they're justifying breaking the law, just to suit themselves.
Yeah. So it's more profitable for them.
Like on Easter, there wasn't one slice of bread left in Tesco. I'm like, well, what about Easter makes you say, I need bread?
Yeah. Easter eggs me.
Yeah, Easter eggs. Like,
I think there was more Easter eggs in fucking Dales than there was bread.
you have heard my song, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I like it, yeah.
It's
So I know the good camera skills.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is, the clips that I posted, so it's obviously not all like it's not all one after another, so they're clips on different parts of the song, and that's what makes it sound bad, and people are like, this is shit me. But it's actually a good like story, and I can't wait for people to go, do you know what, this fella's actually alright.
In 10 years it'll be nostalgic.
2025, night already fading. Yeah.
I also believe in like a few years time we're gonna have a Neuralink that lets us listen to music without needing earphones or on.
What about brain chip?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Honest to God, imagine going
Yeah.
swimming or something and you just be like, oh yeah, just play this.
Yeah.
Because I remember in school, speaking of that stuff, I remember I was searching up Elon Musk phones. Apparently he was making some mad phone or something where you can get service anywhere, you can do loads of shit with it.
Yeah, he ended up turning into an internet company, which costs like nearly 200 a month.
Jesus.
Because I was like, that phone looks fucking lethal. I would have saved all the money to get it.
We call it a day there, will we?
So yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the podcast. If you haven't already checked it out, check out my song, please. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
I nearly forgot to bring it up as well. Yeah. Peace.
Dziękuję.